Hey, what's going on, my lovers and my lovers in need? I pray that you all are blessed to doing well. I have a truth that I wish to share with you today, and I pray that, this can help you during your journey. Be mindful of who you allow into your space. Not everyone that comes into your space will always mean you well, and I'm going to share my journey with you and explain to you this why. Mm, I met this guy, thought he was so amazing. Awesome artist. I always, commend him for his great work and everything that he stood for. And, sometimes as women, strong women, when we see worth, we choose to see the good in people instead of the bad. And one thing I can honestly tell you on my journey is that you have to trust yourself. When you feel something, it's not wrong if you know that it's not resonating well with your heart. And I say this because I felt something. Something in my heart kept saying, Shug, don't do it. Shug, pay attention. And I am one woman who does not like to look at a man for his material possessions or the thing he has or whatever have you. But I have learned and grown to realize that it's very important that you do. Because, see, what happens is a man who does not have his own anything will be envious over you because you have your own everything. Do you understand what I'm saying, my loves? And I say this to let you know that I too, I too have gone through it, and I'm just getting through it again. And I want you to know that I am no better than you or anyone. It's just that when I learn my lesson, I pass it on to the next sister in need. You understand? Because we have to watch out for one another. Because if we don't watch out for one another, these narcissistic assholes, these freaking users, these men who feel that they're self entitled, they will make you think that they are the best men in the world. And then you start hearing more and more about them. You start hearing more and more through your own intuition. You start seeing how they're treating you, you know? Like, here I am, I'm transparent. I come with all my cards on the table. Because, see, I'm not afraid of my truth. I have never been afraid of me, of who I am, because I know exactly who I am. Who I am is honest. I'm a great person. I know who I am, just like I know my flaws. My flaws is sometimes I tend to see the greater good in someone than to focus on the bad. I don't know what your issue is as a woman or as a man growing, but I know that I would rather see the good in people. What's inside of me is what I see. I'm a good person, so I see goodness in people. But I've also grown to realize that not everyone is really good, and not everyone will mean you well. And I don't speak this as a bitter rant. I speak this as what it is, my sisters. When you are strong and you are strength and you are keeping and holding your four walls together, plus your children and doing what you have to do, and then a man comes in and only wants to give you a little bit of your worth, you have to pay attention to that. See, me, I'm not one who settles for trickles of whatever you choose to do. And I definitely don't keep a tally of what I do for people. This man, I tell you, he was in my life for a short period of time. And I know I'm not going to speak about what I've done because God knows what I've done and who I am as a person. Just like when you do good deeds by someone, God knows exactly what you have done. So there will never be no loss. Always remember that. But when they see you getting somewhere and they see that you have a purpose, they will do whatever they can to block your purpose. Thank God I am self made and self kept. Thank God. And I kept questioning myself, why is this man doing all this kind stuff for me? All of a sudden, he just, as soon as I started speaking my truth, here he comes with the kindness, to do anything to try to keep you, to try to sway you. They'll do anything to try to stay in your space because, see, they know in their mind, they are in their own movie, honey. That's a narcissist for you. They are in their own movie. They are playing their own role and they are the star of their show. And you are the bad guy if you choose to speak any truth, meaning anything opposite of what they think. You understand? And as women and as well as men, we have to be mindful of the company we keep. And I just got an awakening today to mind the company that I keep. And I want to say this to my sisters. You are not weak. There's nothing weak about you if someone fooled you with a false representative of kindness. But I could tell you this, the moment you say no and you stop giving of your kindness and you take your kindness back and reserve it for yourself, self-love on yourself, oh, baby, you will see the true colors come out of friends or relationship lovers, whoever you're in a situation with. You will see the full picture of who that person really, really was. And then you'll get all your answers right then and there because I kept asking God for clarity because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't me. I wanted to make sure it wasn't me being too unreasonable or being too judgmental. But then I had to look at it and say, you know what? How is it that I'm willing to give my all and this person is only willing to give a little bit? And then they'll pull out a magic number out of their hat and say, this is what I did, this is what I've done, look at what I did this, I did that. And here you are with no tally because you weren't keeping a tally of all the things you were doing, but you know what you did. You know who you are, you know your worth. And then you get ridiculed for speaking your truth. Where we do that at, right? Truth is truth. Truth is always going to be truth, no matter how much you try to block it. No matter how much you try to manipulate it, it will always come out. You cannot hide who you really are from the people who truly know you. I had time to sit in this energy, I had time to pay attention. And see, that's why I bring people into my space. I bring people into my space so I can feel them. And whatever my intuition feels and whatever I'm feeling on my spirit, I know it ain't right. Because see, I know me, I come with good intention. I don't come to use anybody because I am self-made and self-kept. I pay my own bills. And I do whatever it is I need to do for myself and my children through the grace of the divine Most High. It is people who put themselves in a position to need me. And here I am. I come with the cape on thinking that I can be Captain Save-A-Ho. And you can't save anybody that doesn't, have gratitude in their heart. Gratitude will carry you a long way. But when you're not grateful for your space, or you're not grateful for the strength around you or the truth around you, there is something spiritually wrong with you. There's something spiritually dead inside of you. And I had to check that, and I had to reclaim my space. And the moment I reclaimed my space, all the guns came out. All the nastiness came out. Because now the mask is off now because you done revealed to them, I see you. I see you for exactly who you are. And it's up to us as strength and as strong women and men to pull ourselves together and say, I'm worth more than this. I'm worth more than this. Especially when you know exactly who you are. My crown is always on. Whether it's tilted to the side or tilted to the front, I always adjust that shit right back. No spiritual weapons formed against you will ever prosper. Always remember that. Now after today, I am going to have to take a little spiritual break. But I will be back in a few days to give you all this love that I got to give. Because see, I know through strength is numbers. And I know that there are lovers out there who understand where I'm coming from. But we cannot hide in our truths anymore. We have to embrace our truths and just roll with them and say, you know what? Fuck that shit. It's what it is. I got this. I got this. And it's what it is. When you make the choice to make the right decision for yourself and somebody gets angry at you for wanting your own space back, there is a problem. That is a red flag for you. And then if they're hitting you with 1,000 text messages one behind the other, and telling you who you are, that is gaslighting. They're trying to gaslight you into an argument, into a verbal confrontation. They're trying to gaslight you into losing your strength, into giving it to them with the ignorant and the BS. All the ignorance and the bullshit. They want you to just deal with what they're dealing with. And because you're on a higher level and you know better, you speak your piece and you just let it be what it is. I will always stay grounded in my truth. This is the reason why I stay blessed and I'm grateful. And it's no showing off. It's no beating of the chest. It's what it is. I am grateful for what God has placed on me. And because Divine placed this spirit and this power on me, I understand that there are some people that are going to come into my space that aren't worthy. And it is up to me to decide whether or not they are worthy enough to stay in the kingdom. But if you are running around like a peasant and you are trying to control and dictate my freedom and try to close my truth, off with your head, baby. You got to go. So I pray that this all greets you all well with love and light. Know that I love you. Know that I'm out here getting stronger for you. I'm learning lessons for you. Because I understand that we all are not strong enough to understand the lesson. But when it's presented in the right form, in the right fashion, and coming from the right vessel, real will always recognize real, baby. So may you all stay blessed. And if you have any topics you wish for me to discuss, please contact me at Shugs Love, SUGSLOVE, on YouTube. Or you can Instagram me at SUGS.love.LOVE.7. Know that I love you, baby. And love is love. And I pray that my truth greets you with love and light. And this is my truth given to you. May it strengthen you to be the warrior that you are destined to be. I'll talk to you soon, my lovers. I gotta go lick my wounds and gain my strength back. Because I ain't never gonna forget who I am, no matter who tells me what I'm not. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.